Để đâu cho đẹp này. Để đây đi. Ok. Rồi em livestream. Em đang livestream. Yo, let's go.
I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us.
Thay
What
vì
do
tranh
you
giành
think?
lẫn nhau, chúng ta cùng lập một đội.
Sounds great.
Ghê đấy.
How does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Dương tiên sinh à? Nghe hay vậy. Mà sao cái cam ở trong cái cam của NVIDIA này nhìn đẹp hơn cái cam của bên ấy vậy?
Interesting approach.
Wow.
Okay then.
Okay
Alright,
then.
I'll go
Alright.
first.
I'll go first.
I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Chúng ta có thể đến chỗ hàng phong thiết khí.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
See you later. See you later.
Okay, let's go. By the
Go,
way,
go,
what
go.
question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Xí nữa em sẽ ráng quay đó anh Hiếu.
Ooh, what's the opera called?
Xem thử. Còn đúng 1 nguyên thạch thôi đó. 1 nguyên thạch nữa là đủ quay 10 lần.
The
Má thiệt
opera
gắt.
is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Tác phẩm tâm huyết của cha tôi.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
À là cái tâm là cái mình mới nghe đó hả? À. Ủa sao? Like một màn hình. Chơi một màn hình đi nó mượt hơn chơi 2 màn hình. Sang. Chuyển tới. Tưng 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 tưng. Tưng tưng. Tưng tưng. Ủa sao tăng? Để xem. Không biết em đổi mình chưa đổi luôn. Eo
Can't catch me.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
xếp hàng luôn.
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Lõi thần kỳ.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's that?
My name is Yunjin.
Genshin.
Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe
Giang
that
sư
you
phụ.
forged some weaponry for my father in the past for stage use.
Giang sư phụ à, anh Giang này.
Yunjin? Stage use?
Ủa Giang nè.
So, you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer.
Em mà nhìn mắt của Dương
Everyone's
Chiên
heard
sắc
of
thiệt
Miss
đấy.
Yoon, even folks who
Cái
don't
mắt
make
này.
it to the opera all that often. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
Oh.
We were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well,
Hoàng
you'll
sắc
need
sao
two
vỡ và bí
kinds,
hoa thật.
Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount
Cộng
Tianhong
với Vision.
area. It
Hoàng
could
sắc
take
sao
some
vỡ.
work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianhong have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of this stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianhong. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Bí hoa.
Mount Tianhong.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I
Giọng
hear
của
the view
Genshin
there
nhẹ
is
quá à.
quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration.
Cái chiến lược marketing
Let's
của
not delay.
MiHoYo khá là
We
tốt
should
nha.
head straight there.
Đi tìm gì đây? Đến với Tây Nam, Thiên Hoàng Sơn. Wow.
I came to Mount Tianhong once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these
Wow.
majestic, towering peaks. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianhong.
Sao lại có một cái sự trùng hợp đây nhỉ?
Though.
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool. A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live,
Giống câu
you
chuyện của
must
Shenhe nhỉ?
sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place.
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no just while they
Ủa,
were discussing
trước một
whose
câu hỏi
child
đặt ra
would
là
be
ba
given
mẹ
over to the
của
monster.
Shenhe đang ở
A
đâu?
little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
Họ ở đâu mất tiêu rồi?
No. Don't do it, little girl.
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her
Wow,
sword
vậy
and
ý
entered
chang
into
Shenhe
a
luôn.
fierce struggle with the monster. From her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the
Trần thế.
paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief
Nhân quả hồng
moment,
trần tan tựa
she
khói.
vanished like a wisp of smoke
Thần nữ
into
hủy
thin
diệt.
air. That's how the opera ends.
Như phía
I really
Shenhe.
like this story,
I really like
but
this
I
story.
personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
Shenhe đúng là từ đầu cuối là vẫn thấy khiêm tốn nha. Thực sự luôn.
Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Thì yeah, tôi cảm thấy đây là một câu chuyện hay, một câu chuyện hợp lý.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Con Paimon đi thiệt tình à. Quặng sắt sao vỡ, dùng Vision tìm quặng sắt sao vỡ. Ủa? Tìm kiểu gì mấy má? Tìm kiểu gì để mấy ba mấy má? Ủa, có con chị ở dưới kìa. Để bé coi. Thường Tùng chưa thấy cái quặng sắt sao phở nó là gì. Trời ơi, hay là mấy cái cục ấy ta.
Hold it! Let's roll! It's showtime!
Showtime. Ok. À, phải trên kia không? Phải trên kia không? Phải trên kia không? Oh. Mà ủa, dùng Vision để tìm quặng sắt sao vỡ. Mà thấy có cái gì đâu. Nó không có báo vị trí luôn á. Ủa, tôi mới nghe cái tiếng. Phải không? Nó có tiếng đúng không? Tôi mới nghe thấy tiếng gần đây. Đâu rồi ta? Tìm ở đâu ta? Không có. Bên kia có phải không? Bên kia là xa rồi. À đây nè. Trời má. Dù mình đứng ở đây đi thì mình tìm cái gì nó không có chỉ luôn á. Nó không chỉ luôn á.
Can't catch me.
Hay là anh nè. Ui đẹp chưa. Người ta coi của thằng Bennett nè. Màu vàng.
This should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we
Vision.
just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here.
Cái gì
Master
đó?
Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Một cái gì đây? Tô La Phùng. Ngày 24 tháng 12.
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
Genshin đúng không? Bắt gì? Ôi sao ông này?
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Ông đi không thấy.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhe, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Ủa mi có bị mù ra không?
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive.
Cháu à.
True. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh?
Wow, giọng của ông Ni khá là trầm á. Đặc quá.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around.
Hôm nay nghe tiếng Nhật thì nó nhẹ hơn.
Nhẹ hả? Ủa vậy hả? Sao em...
Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Đi thôi. Chuyện ngày xưa trong các bụi. Tìm một chỗ ghi chép. Nhanh vậy.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianhe.
À, câu chuyện đi của đã được kể. Tàn như ma thần, dân làng di cư,
Does
cờ
this
thiên hoàng
mean
sơn.
that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation happened right here? In the time frame certainly matches. So it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around.
Ôi cái rương mở được đi mà.
Hello, free money. Goodbye, working for a living.
Free money. À, đủ rồi. Quay. Để em xin nhắn tin cho canh này đã. Đây là game. Quay nha. Quay. Ồ, không ra bài. Buồn nghe. Buồn thiệt đó chứ. Đây phong kiếm. Hết lứt rồi. Kể từ lần đó là Tùng hết lứt rồi. Để xem lịch sử nè. 1 nè, 2 nè, 3 nè, 3 3 6 18. 18 với 10 là 28. 28 thì chưa có ra đâu. Ôi sao 19 ngày nữa. 19 ngày nữa là không kịp rồi. Dễ gì kịp.
What's this?
Anh có lỗi với Shenhe, có lỗi với em là do anh đã mù quáng, hay để anh đích thân đến xin lỗi hai người. Người yêu của Shenhe hả?
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel?
Ủa, nãy giờ Yunchin còn chưa biết Shenhe là người trong vở
Now
kịch
that I
luôn
think
hả?
about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was
Biết ngay mà, cha của cô gái kìa.
by her own father.
Sao lại cái bằng cháu?
The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced
Honey
into
hiểu
it.
sai rồi.
Ủa? Khoan, cái gì đây? Thôi anh Hiếu nói đoạn hồi nãy em xem nữa. Kiểu đoạn hồi nãy là sao? Đoạn hồi nãy sao? Cái ông kia là cháu còn sống.
Ông già hồi nãy á,
Ừ.
là người trong dân làng em mày đúng không?
Ờ.
Con Shenhe á, là con nhân vật chính, là con vật chính trong câu chuyện khát khao con nhỏ này,
Đúng rồi.
đúng không?
Ừ.
Thì theo những lá thư Hơn này đọc á,
Ừ.
là cha của con nhỏ này muốn hồi sinh hay là cái gì đó chứ,
Ừ.
phục vụ mạng cho nhỏ mạng nói chung là mẹ con nhỏ này sống dậy thì phải hiến tế con nhỏ này cho ma thần. Nhưng mà kiểu dạng như con nhỏ này nó có sức mạnh tiềm ẩn trong người á.
Thì cái vụ của con Shenhe thì em biết rồi. Còn em chỉ không hiểu là đoạn hồi nãy là tại sao là cái ông mà đứng cùng với Shenhe bây giờ á, là ông, là ông trong dân làng thôi đúng không?
Đúng rồi.
Rồi như thế vậy là hiểu rồi đó.
Ok, hiểu rồi đó.
Cái gì đó? 你好吗？ Hey， 我爱你。
It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
Giấc mộng hồng trần.
Everywhere, but still no mention of Sybrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Nữa hả? Oh.
This is it.
Truyền về sơn thạch, pháp thuật được khắc trên bí hoa thạch thường có thể tồn tại trong một thời gian dài. Cũng có người tin rằng sức mạnh giao tiếp âm dương. Nhưng để tìm được bí hoa thạch không phải chuyện dễ dàng, còn phải có thời gian và địa điểm đặc biệt. Ngài đứng ở giữa hồ phía nam Thiên Hoàng Sơn, khi hoàng hôn buông xuống, nhìn về hướng mặt trời lặn.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount
Đến giữa
Tianhe
hồ
at
chờ
dusk,
hoàng hôn.
and we'll find us some Sybrosium. Symposium! Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
Đi thôi.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by.
Mừng Jin.
And I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual.
À, ta và
I
cha
had
của
plenty
cháu.
of chances, but I couldn't bring
À, giờ
myself
ông
to
mới
stand
nói
up
nè.
to him.
Ông thiệt
I
tình.
just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended.
Năm đó ta từng có cơ hội để ngăn cản anh ta thực hiện nghi thức này, nhưng vì mềm lòng mà lại để anh mặc anh ấy cuối cùng gây ra lầm to
I
lớn.
bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to
Oh, here.
apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
Ê, cái cốt truyện này nhân văn ghê.
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
Ồ,
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
chắc là mọi người cũng biết rồi, mọi người giả
And I
bộ.
will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Symposium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Đi thôi. Tội ghê, con Yun Jin nó lỡ biết sự thật.
Miss
Đi rồi.
Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts.
Why?
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I
Wow.
cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I like your version.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part
Mắt
of
của
human
Shenhe đẹp
society.
quá.
So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe, Yunjin, cut the chit-chat. Let's go!
Phải cà phê ngon.
We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Đi, đi thôi, đi thôi, đi thôi. Oh. Dịch chuyển gần một chút. Ok, let's go.
Catch me.
Đợi lúc hoàng hôn tầm 17:30. Ui, Xiao hả? Đồ Xiao còn chứ còn ai nữa. Wow, đẹp ghê. Xiao.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger that Ningguang didn't tell you? Something has happened in Guyanstone Forest. But these things can be unpredictable. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Xin gắt vậy Xiao. Tìm hoa bí thật.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress. So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and said...
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business.
Okay.
Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest.
Oh.
In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. If you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me.
Sigil.
I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us!
Wow, đẹp vậy. 5 sao luôn mới ghê. Ôi trời ơi, Mới đi qua đi lại cái thành này xây xong rồi. Đẹp ghê á. Mới xây đẹp mà cuối cùng lại bị vỡ tiếp.
Ningguang's little secretary, we found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see.
Okay.
The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plus strike yet!
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first! This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago!
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores
Wow,
and
đẹp đi.
insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work.
Ủa nhưng mà cuối
Now
cùng
it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
sao mà mình không nhận được một lời cảnh báo gì ta? Cảnh báo là có cuộc chiến.
Bây giờ Honey có đi hết cốt truyện đi rồi Honey sẽ biết. Chưa đi hết cốt truyện mà đâu cảnh báo.
Thì ý là thì ý em hỏi là em không biết cái nguyên nhân mà nó xây dựng cái quần ngọc cát này nè, là biết là đánh cái đó nhưng mà
thì cứ coi đi.
Ok.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here? And the Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens.
Trời, cho nên mà có bàn ăn này thì tuyệt vời.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
The Traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, an instinct for what is a good opportunity.
Ningguang có vẻ một người giống như trong ba em người ta nói là gì hả? Thuật gì hả?
I will honor our agreement and give you an answer.
Quen cháo tiêu.
But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your
Thuật văn
question
à?
was written all over your
Thuật ngữ không phải.
Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group
Thank you, but I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Dễ thương ghê.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Câu hỏi hay.
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little
Hai
later
chị
than
em mà gặp
expected.
nhau là đấu khẩu hơi bị ghê á.
Come on, Beidou. It's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not going to be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Ủa? Beidou đã có nhấn mạnh ở đây rồi, thứ đó không dễ đối phó.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Ủa này là chỉ là mình đã bỏ lỡ cái gì ở trước đó hay sao?
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
Ôi trời ơi, hai người đi cũng chưa biết nữa.
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation.
Không biết
Maybe
là sẽ
it's
tốt
better that you
hơn.
don't know.
Thì ra mọi chuyện là từ hai người nói chuyện thầm kín với nhau mà mình không biết.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat.
Cha phụ cả 7 đất nước.
My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me.
Từ từ. Ghi cô bắt hai.